things that, you know, my console, I have this is a SSL 6000E. It has no mic pre's. It was a film disc, so it's line input only. So a lot of this gear is mic pre's.
Yeah.
Because the console doesn't have any. It actually does have 4, but I never use them.
Yeah.
Because I listened to them once and was like, yeah, we're never using those. Yeah, BAE's in, there is a real one. There's 2 real ones.
Oh, yeah.
And then RCA's down here, so BA11s.
Wow.
And then these are basically a BA11, but with a tilt control. But these were made for PA systems. Yeah, they're a little bit less gain. And so that's cool. Obviously, a bunch of Cappies, Flickingers, APIs, Chandler, AEAs, Burls, Spectrasonics, and then I have a 12-channel Neotech. This is my old desk, which the rest of it's wrapped up in cellophane. This is my old Neotech. It's a 12-channel sidecar.
How long have you been using the Cappy stuff?
I've been using it for quite a while. You know, that's 6-7 years, something like that. I first met Jeff about 6-7 years ago, and actually Jeff built custom boards for me for my SSL. For the routing switches. Those are all custom boards and switches, all new switches and LEDs. And
what is this thing? I saw this and I wanted.
That's an Avoset. It's my monitor controller. Because the SSL, I just leave the monitor wide open.
Yeah, I am in the market for monitor controllers right now. So
I hear they're 3 years out. You can buy one. If you order one now, they're 3 years away.
Oh my God.
Because the semiconductor shortage and all that. Well, this is not a G, it's an E.
Oh, okay.
And it's a 6000, not a 4000.
Okay.
So the 6000 had a film matrix here, which basically was 3 stereo buses, you know, dialogue effects music. And these, it didn't really ever sound very good to me. So I took that out. So underneath this panel is a API summing bus with actual Cappy 2520s in it right now.
Okay.
Yeah, that Jeff Steiger made. So it is a custom console to me.
You have this Sound Anchor, what's it called? DAW Workstation or something like that?
I think it's just called DAW Workstation.
This thing is like one of the most industrial, probably can't see it very well, but
yeah, I have 2 of them. Yeah, it's great. I just had re-umbilicaled this, so I haven't quite got all this sorted out, but the one of the optical Thunderbolt cables that I had stopped working. So I had to buy this new optical USB-C Thunderbolt cable, which, by the way, is quite expensive. Well, that's how I bought, yeah. It's OWC, it's great.
OWC, okay.
Yeah, so basically this just comes in and provides USB. There's a USB hub here.
Yeah.
So it provides USB, but it also allows me to patch in another monitor here. It allows me to patch in something Thunderbolt, Thunderbolt 2, Thunderbolt 3. It has an SD card reader. It's got a USB, like a USB 3 on the other side, just 4 on this side. It's got optical out here for audio, optical audio, STIF.
And that's just one Thunderbolt 3 going to the computer?
One Thunderbolt 3 going to the computer. I have 2 of these long cables, another one's back here, and then I have 2 Thunderbolt 2 cables on adapters back there.
Yep.
And then I have a 50-foot 8K HDMI cable. Oh my gosh. This monitor will only do about 4K, but everything's really small, so I can't really see it. And then I have the 50-foot USB 3 optical. I don't ever work off clients' drives, ever. So if a client brings a hard drive, which they do often, and they sometimes they just leave them here, they're in my drawer here. Now I can plug them in here without going to the machine room, and I get full speed transfer.
Speakers, what do we got here?
All right, well, I have a set of atomic reactors. It was built by the late, great Norman Druce. I also have an atomic power supply. I'm at Atomic Industries, I should say. A power supply. Norman was a crazy mad scientist, and he built these. They're built around looking like an Altec 610 or 613 or something like that. They're a 3-way speaker with sub on the back, and which you can see there.
Wow.
They're really amazing for just a 2-way speaker. There's only a crossover on the sub. Yeah. They're passively crossed over. They just really, really amazing sounding. And then ProAx Studio 100s. I have 3 sets of these. I've been using these for 15 years, pretty much.
Wow.
And then NS10s. These are my original NS10s I bought in 94, something like that. And they've never been reconed or redrivered. And they have the Yamaha amp. And the cool thing about the Yamaha amp they're running is that the very first PA system that I ever worked with, about 10 years after it had been sold off, I found that amp from that PA system.
No way.
And it was a Yamaha 2200, and I bought it, and I am using it to this day.
What are you using this iPad for?
Oh, it's just the Pro Tools control. It's for place markers and play and that kind of thing.
And then I love that you have the fader port.
Well, same thing. It's just for play.
Transport.
But what's nice is that, you know, I have a couple clients who really love their car. And so I'll set up audio movers, stream it to my phone, and then I'll take the iPad and we'll go out back and I'll hit play with the iPad out back. It streams to audio movers in their car.
Yeah.
They listen in their car and they're like, can you bring the vocal up a little bit? And I can, yeah, I can.
Wow.
And just do it here with faders.
But obviously still going through all of the goods.
Yeah.
I think I saw something with Jack White.
Yeah, where he was doing that with, we were doing that with a radio transmitter.
I was really curious when I saw how you were using pedals. You had sort of them stored.
Yeah, they're stored on the side here. These are my frequently used. They're on the side here. This side of this is all Velcro. And so I can pull one off. And I've got, you know, tape echo on here. I've got some stuff back here.
So you can, let's say, line out Pro Tools, right? Or send from the desk or something?
From a desk.
Yeah.
Comes from radio up here, and then comes down into, there's 2 loops. So yeah, and I can just patch whatever I want here. And then like the flanger doubler has ins and outs on the front. And then I made this Sans amp with an output. So like I can patch right in.
Yeah.
This is actually XLR. This is the plasma rack. It's really great.
That's awesome. And you got the classic Uris.
Yeah, 1166s.
Beautiful.
Yep.
Have you used this much?
I haven't used it yet. Just got them.
I'm excited.
And I got the delay too somewhere around here.
Okay, and then you got the little labs.
Yeah.
So you can kind of
I have 2 of those.
Split it out everywhere.
Yep.
Do you have any stuff that just came out recently or coming out soon that you we can tell anyone about?
Yeah. Probably. I think you can find my Wikipedia page and my management page. I tend to not sort of self-promote things that are coming out. I sort of would rather people find out about it. There are a couple things. There's some PureMix.net stuff coming out.
There we go.
So I really do do a lot of stuff with them. There's some content coming from them. Be on the lookout. A couple really cool mix breakdowns and then remixes, things I did. And then probably next year, there's a huge start to finish that we did. And it'll probably be 16, 20 episodes maybe.
Wow. And that's PureMix?
PureMix.net.
PureMix.net, okay.
Yeah.
Well, check it out.
I'm a mentor on there, so check it out.
Sweet. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for doing this, dude. It was great to meet you.
Absolutely.
Absolute pleasure coming in here and checking it out.
Well, you know, be safe and stay out of trouble, kids.
Hey, thanks for checking out this clip. If you're setting up your own studio and you have any questions about how to hook things up, what to plan for, what gear you are thinking about getting, how you want to go about it, you can schedule a call with me at andrewmastersmusic.com. It's a one-on-one, 1-hour consultation where you can ask me anything you want. The link is down in the description. Go schedule your call today. And if you're just chilling and you want to subscribe or watch another clip, click one of these 2 things.